All right, welcome to the Mazda Music Lounge. We are hanging out with Zendaya. What's up?
What is up? How is
you?
everybody feeling?
You're good. By the way, you are so tall.
I am quite tall.
I didn't
but
expect
I'm kind of
it.
cheating today.
Oh, okay, because I was like, you were at least 8 feet tall.
I am. I'm 5'10". My mom is 6'4", so I
Wow.
plan on growing a little bit more.
Oh, no, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
And talented. Is there,
Thank you.
like, literally, I was thinking about this when I was reading about you. You do everything. Is there anything you can't do? You can dance, you act, you sing, you into fashion. Mm-hmm. What am I missing something? Because you're like a quadruple trip. I mean, you're a threat.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I mean, of course, there's things I can't do. I can't, one thing I really want to learn how to do is I want to learn how to flip and stuff.
You can't flip because you dance.
I can dance, but I can't flip while dancing. And that's one thing I want to do. It's like, so Chris Brown can do it, but I can't. So I need to brush up.
I could teach you. You want me to do it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll do it later. My back hurts right now. But no, but your name is, I love your name. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's to give thanks in, I forget what is language. What is it, the language? In
Dad. I always say it wrong.
Shona. Thank you, Dad.
Just
By
to
the way, your
clarify.
dad's, I think he plays for the Raiders. He's like ready. I thought he was your bodyguard.
Exactly. Everybody thinks my dad's my bodyguard, which is good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he is like, I am your bodyguard.
I don't have to worry about that. Like, yeah, and he's my dad, so it's like double trouble, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, now, how is music? Because you do it all, like I said, but you started really in theater. I mean,
I'd say all my talents, whatever, I kind of came together all at the same time. But I started getting into theater because my mom, she worked at the California Shakespeare Theater ever since I was like maybe 2 years old, and so I was that weird 8-year-old that was like into Shakespeare, and I really got into it that way. And then I went to an art school. I also, started singing and dancing, doing hip hop dancing at that time. And I was just kind of doing like community stuff, community theaters and getting my little start. And it wasn't until I was maybe 12 and a half that I started Shake It Up. And that's when, my career kind of just took off from there. It was my first TV show, and
wow,
the rest is history. So.
Do you ever get nervous about it? Because you're so well spoken. I mean, it looks like you're just a natural at everything. I mean, do you ever get kind of nervous when you hit the stage?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, okay, for me, like, I don't get nervous when it comes to like live performances, like in front of tons of people, like at state fairs or shows or whatever.
Yeah.
Those don't really worry me because I feel like there's no rules, it's whatever. But like things like live television freak me out because I feel like, well, first of all, people are recording it. You can watch it over as many times as you want. It's going to be on YouTube. It's like it's live. You can't mess up. So like Dancing with the Stars was like.
Yeah.
It was quite nerve-wracking.
That's what I was going to ask you about, just that whole experience. I mean, it had to be pretty intense because I don't think people realize how much goes into it.
Yeah, it's really intense. Like, people don't understand. Like, it's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Like, it involves so much physical and mental strength, you know what I mean? And, it takes a lot out of you. And, while I was doing it, I was like, I don't know, guys. Like, is it worth it? Because you get to a point where you're like, okay, well, I am sore. I'm tired. Like,
right.
I just want to sleep. And then there's no time, And so, you always think about giving up. And I think I just persevered. I kept going. And looking back at it, I'm very, very proud of what I did. And just knowing the fact that I was like, I did that. Like, yeah. I can now Argentine tango and cha-cha and do all this cool stuff, And not many people get to say they do that, and especially not at 16.
No, yeah, and at the same time, oh, by the way, you just had a birthday.
Thank you.
We have the same birthday.
No way.
Yeah, only I'm like 100 years older. So.
Well, we Virgos are the best.
Yeah, we are.
Like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, just to name a few.
There we go. See, September 1st.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to age myself, but yeah, you're way younger. Wow, I was thinking about that because you're born in 1996. Oh my God. Next question. Wow. Growing up in the spotlight, I mean, because you've been doing this for so long, is it hard sometimes to just be like a normal kid growing up?
No. It's honestly not. Like, people are always like, are you like, do you ever feel like you miss out on? No, I don't. Because I feel like I made this decision, to do what I love to do and do something, other people get to go to prom. I get to be on Dancing with the Stars. It's a give or take. Some people get to do this. Some people do other things. And I feel like, I'm not missing out on anything because I'm not one of those kids that doesn't get to have fun or doesn't get to, enjoy their childhood. I feel like I'm still a kid. I just have a little bit different way of doing things, but I'm enjoying my childhood just as much as anyone else, if not more. It's just not the standard that everyone else goes through, but I don't want
Yeah,
I didn't want that.
You didn't want that. You chose differently. It's school is probably different because you probably have a tutor and on the set. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I have a teacher. My teacher's right there, back there in the
Hi,
corner.
teacher.
She's actually working on some.
Is she grading your homework right
for
now?
me right now?
Oh.
She's preparing a lesson to teach me.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
She looks mad right now. Mm-hmm. Your assignment's going to be extra tough today.
Oh yeah.
That's cool though. I mean, that's so different. But you didn't miss anything in prom because prom sucked. I'd much rather Dancing with the Stars.
Right? I mean, like I said, people get some things, I get others, and I'm totally okay with that.
Now, you've had so many cool experiences happen so far. A highlight that sticks out for you, what is it?
A highlight? I mean, there's been quite a few highlights. I mean...
Oh, you performed at the White House, too.
I performed at the White House, which was very cool. So I did that last year. I got to, be on the lawn of the White House, meet the dang president and the first lady and their family and the dog.
You met the dog?
I did,
That's
and it was
awesome.
super cute. Yeah. I mean, guys, it was so.
Did it have its
and
own
adorable.
Secret Service agent? I always kind of
Yes, I feel like I think it had its own walker or something special.
What?
It's crazy. And then the other scary thing is there's people that are look like they got the guns and they got all this stuff because everything's really protected and you're just just going to the bathroom. Okay.
I always wonder if they search the celebs or do stuff with you. Do they? Or they
no. Well, they have to search everyone that goes in there. Obviously.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
But yours is just kind of okay, come on. You're
but
cool.
I mean, I had my own little backstage part. But either way, I was on the lawn and I get to say I was there, and that is cool to get. So.
Were you real cool with the president? Hey,
yeah,
we're
we're homies. We text all the time. We're chilling. Probably gonna see him when I get back.
Yeah, no big deal.
DC sometime.
He's probably gonna come hang out.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it. Play some hoops.
Yeah, no big deal. How awesome is that?
Me and Mr. Prez.
Yeah, what's up, P? Music. What's going on with music as far as you got so much going on? You've had. I know. I like Replay a lot.
Thank you.
Your music is a little more. I don't want to say more grown up, but your image and everything is. You don't worry about growing up too fast, but I know you probably just grow with your fans because you started so young.
Exactly. I think it's it's always about maturing, but in the proper way to where you never neglect any fan bases that you already have. And I'm trying to do it the more positive route.
Yeah.
There's no major transition. I'm just remaining Zendaya through the whole thing, and that way people can grow with me and learn with me, and the kids can listen to it and their parents can listen to it. There was a parent that came up to me the other day and they're like, "Thank you for making an album that my daughter will play all the time and I don't hate. I thank you so much." And I was like, "Of course, anytime."
Yeah.
But it's something that's for everybody, and it's that quality of music for everyone, but it's done in a positive way for everyone.
Yeah. So the mom and daughter can listen while they're skipping school to see you. She's clapping. She's like, "Yay!" By the way, if you guys have questions, you had a question too. You want to ask it right now? Okay.
It is. It's hard to sing and dance. I think that's something that I obviously have to work on. I think unless you're Beyonce, then it's and I'm convinced she's a robot because that woman is just perfect and she's just
she kept singing when her hair was in the fan.
In a fan.
Her hair was caught in the fan. She's like,
she was getting carried away by one of her fans and she was still singing. I mean, the woman's amazing, So one day I want to be able to do that just as good as her. So it takes obviously years and years of practice and dedication, but I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I think you can do huge things. Do you have a question? You want to ask anything?
You and Bella Thorne really best friends?
It's funny. Everyone asks me that. No, we're not. No, she's like my little sister, and I'm very, very protective over her. I consider myself her big brother, and none of her boyfriends have ever liked me, and they're not supposed to. I am
really.
Yeah.
You are intimidating. You are 6 feet tall.
I'm usually taller than them, and I'm just
What's the first question you ask him? Do you interview him, sit him down like this, and all right, let's you bring your dad?
I just give him the eye. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And the good old eye, and they're just like, "Hi," But they're not supposed to like me. That's my job, is to intimidate them.
Now, do you have time to date, or do you not want to deal with that, or your dad's like, no?
I mean, well, it's a combination of all those things. I don't have time, and dad's pretty much just got that unlocked. So
and the boys suck.
Those cooties.
Yeah, they absolutely, totally cooties. We hate boys. Zendaya, thank you so much. You are awesome. We look forward to more music, more movies, more everything, because I think you're gonna do everything and more.
That is the plan.
You might be the first female president, I think.
Watch out,
Can
Obama.
you remember me if that happens?
I got you.
All right, thank you. We
You
appreciate
heard it here first.
Zendaya, thank you so much.